It's not about winning an argument. Hello everybody, Tom here. Hope you're all well. I want to talk today about when we get into a disagreement with somebody that we love, or perhaps somebody that we're close with. Maybe it doesn't have to be necessarily your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. It could be a close friend. And first thing you should know is that if you have any sort of strength of friendship or relationship with anybody, it doesn't matter how good you are together, there will be conflict. There will be times when you fall out. It's perfectly normal and it's perfectly okay, all right? We should not hide from a disagreement. We should not, all right? A matter of opinion, a difference in opinion is actually very healthy. What's not healthy and what's not good is when it escalates to the stage where it gets nasty and neither of you will back down, and ultimately it can drive a wedge between you, whether this be a friend or a personal relationship of some description. I'm a great advocate in always trying to see the other side of the argument. Why does that person come to that opinion? What has made them think that way? Trying to see it from their side will always make it a little easier. Even if you still don't agree with them, if you have the decency to agree to disagree, which is the very adult way of handling it, then very, very good. And that's how it should be, all right? However, there is a time and there is a place sometimes where you're not on the same page at all and you can't agree with what they're saying. Even agreeing to disagree seems very difficult. I would try and take the stance where you're not trying to win the argument. And this is what this video is about. It's not about trying to win. It's not about proving that you're right and that they're wrong and that ultimately your opinion is more valid than theirs, etc., etc. It's not about that. It shouldn't be about that as an adult. It should be about the acknowledgement that perhaps they think differently to you, and that's okay, and you can still not be on the same page, think differently, not be out to win the argument or to make them look foolish, whatever, but actually able to amicably agree to disagree. And if you can't do that, maybe you're not putting your energy in trying to prove that person wrong, trying to run that person down, trying to ultimately get some sort of victory out of it. Because let's face it, being an adult, being of a mature state of mind, means a level of acceptance of other people and of what other people believe and what other people do, and their opinions can be completely, in your opinion, wide of the mark or wrong, but it's their opinion to have, and it's their belief and choice to have that opinion. So it's not about scoring one for the moral high ground because you believe you're right and that they're wrong, and it should never be about that. And the reason for this video today is quite simply, I had a conversation with a work colleague of mine the other day. She admitted that her other half and her do not always see eye to eye but they rarely argue. And I find that absolutely amazing, really, that they rarely argue. They rarely argue because they respect each other enough to not push the uncomfortable button, shall we say. They know the boundaries of each other's, what they will and won't accept. They don't always see eye to eye, but neither of them have the time and the energy for petty squabbles. And I think as an adult, we need to be in that space. It's not always an easy thing to do because some people will have completely wild of the mark things going on and you will not agree with it. But you have to be, I think, a bit more cordial and a bit more in that space where it's okay to not let it escalate. It's okay to still be correct with what you say, but accept that from their point of view, they are correct with what they say. Like the age-old thing of somebody looking at a number. One person sees a 6, but from the other side, they see a 9. Neither one is wrong. Just from their perspective, they're seeing things differently. And with that should be some level of coexistence and no hostile behaviour. It's just one to think about next time things get a bit heated, okay? Someone has an opinion, they arrive at that opinion, you don't agree with it, but you don't need to allow that situation to get out of hand. It's certainly not about winning or making that person look foolish to make yourself look good, and it should not be about that, all right? This is the first of 3 videos this week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, as I said, please put down in the comment section below what's your opinion on this. How do you feel about when you get into a heated debate with somebody you love? Are you somebody, and not just someone you love, somebody that you have a strong relationship with, whether that be your best friend or somebody you get on really well with at work? There will come a time in life where you don't see eye to eye. You have to be able to negotiate the difference of opinion and, in a respectful manner, not allow it to divide you, and don't make it be into a competition about proving somebody wrong so that you win. It's not about that, okay? And it should not be about that. Please, if you would, consider hit that subscribe button down below. That'd be really great. Consider giving me a thumbs up and a like. I'd really appreciate that. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong, so you know when my next content's out. I will be back in a couple of days with another video, and as always, please, all of you, take care of yourselves and bye for now.